Our reporter Samkele Maseko has been tracking that story for us. He is in Umzimkhulu in KZN, just ahead of that court appearance. Samkele, very good morning to you. So what is this court appearance for? Is it because he remains in police custody since his arrest? What are we expecting to happen today?
Well, Uveka, he's been in police custody since his arrest on Sunday morning. He was expected to appear here at the Umzimkhulu Magistrates Court yesterday, but that didn't take place. You'd remember we spoke to Ricardo Mthembu, an ANC PEC member and a deployee here to the Harry Gwala region. You'd remember that Mluleki Ndobe, who is dubbed the Black Mamba here in this region, is the Harry Gwala district mayor, an ANC provincial working committee member. That would be the PWC and PEC member duly elected at the 2018 conference that took place at the Durban University of Technology. So he's been apprehended by the South African Police Service along with 4 other co-accused, including a municipal manager from one of the municipalities here in the Harry Gwala district municipality. You'd remember the mother of Sindiso Magaqa yesterday when we spoke to her, Ketiwe Dlamini, saying that these 2 particular individuals were barred from entering her home premises after the death of Sindiso Magaqa when he succumbed to bullet wounds in hospital in September 2017, saying that those were the words of her son, which she said that should anything happen to him, these 2 particular individuals, including the mayor, the district mayor of Harry Gwala, must not enter the home of his home, because he perceives them as people who may allegedly, the keyword being allegedly, perform some sort of a hit against him. The family seems to be convinced that Mluleki Ndobe was the mastermind and the political money head behind the assassination of Sindiso Magaqa, but that is yet to be ventilated in a court of law, and Mluleki Ndobe and his 4 other co-accused found guilty or not guilty.
And then, I mean, just taking us back a couple of years, Samkele, I mean, this is the very same man who spoke out about nabbing the mastermind behind political killings. So, I mean, the world of politics just becoming murkier with arrests like this.
Someone once told me, Uveka, and in this case, let us be very clear that we are not casting any aspersions that Mluleki Ndobe is guilty or not guilty, but ANC leaders are constantly saying that those who come to preside over your funeral are the ones who call the hits for you to die and pay the hitmen to do so. Basically saying that the ANC kills its own and eats its own like pigs. Let's just play that bite that Mluleki Ndobe spoke to Xoli Mngambi, our colleague, towards the 2016 local government elections, when he was speaking at a funeral of an ANC councillor who was gunned down in the Amalahleni region.
Okay, I think we're having a problem playing that bite, Samkele. We'll try and get it running for us again. But in the meantime, I'd be very interested to hear what the ANC has had to say about all of this, because he is on their candidate list for KZN for the upcoming election. And, we know that already the ANC has been steadfast with some other controversial names on the list. So I wonder, in this case, with the court case, is it likely to still be going on, where when we hit election time in May, this puts him in a bit of a position, because we wouldn't know whether he's innocent or guilty even at that point when the elections roll around.
Well, Iveka, it puts them in a pinnacle, because that will then be when the ANC leadership led by Sihlezi Galala and Mdumiseni Ntuli would have to exercise what they did with Michael Mabuya Kulu, who was number 3 on the province-to-province list going to the legislature, who had to withdraw from that list because of fraud charges that he faces for money laundering and racketeering. You'd remember that he's currently going to court. He recused himself from that ANC list because of his court bid that he's currently fighting. In this case, Dumiseni Ntuli, when we spoke to him on Sunday, basically said that this is the first case of its kind here in the province where an incumbent leader of the ANC, a PWC member, a district mayor, and a member of the PEC, and also the chairperson of SALGA, the South African Local Government Association here in the province, is basically accused and charged of murder. So it basically means that once they have a charge sheet and they can see him appearing here at the Umzimkhulu Magistrates Court, then the ANC leadership in the province may be prompted to take certain action against Mluleki Ndobe, Ndobe. We spoke to Ricardo Mthembu, who is a deployee here in this region, who basically said that they are waiting for the charge sheet. They are waiting to speak to Mluleki Ndobe. Once he gets out with bail, should he get bail, and hear his side of the story, and then thereafter the ANC's top 6 and PEC will meet and then make a decision on the way forward, whether to remove Ndobe or not to remove him.
All right, thanks very much. We'll catch up with you a little later on ahead of his court appearance then in Umzimkhulu in KwaZulu Natal, and Sam Keller will bring us the latest on that court appearance.